Jai Hind, sending peace to all of you from my channel India Rocks 2023, and I'm present in front of you with my book Let's Board the Love Train. It's going to be episode number 16. Let me start. On a Sunday, Heather could not stop him to talk to Shahada. He takes her for a morning walk and explains her that the relationship does not work on emotional thrills. Emotions during her young age is like waves that go and comes due to hormonal changes. Relationship works on determination, acceptance, patience, devotions, time investments and honesty. He tells that she needs to grow in all these personality traits before entering into a relationship. He guides that you do not have time to learn all these things now, so better you concentrate in your studies. Once you complete your grade 12th, you will yourself understand what I am explaining you now. Listening to his long lecture, she smiles and tells, Papa, why are you explaining all these things to me? I'm not going to be married within a year and chill, Papa. I do not have a crush or boyfriend to apply all these skills now. After saying this, she laughs a lot, holds his hand and moves towards the home. The hearts of loving fathers throb at this juncture of their lives when they see that some incompatible guy will take their daughters away from them. Same thing is happening with Heather. He is becoming emotionally weak at this point. Shahada goes home and asks Varisha to help him as he needs a friend at this time to talk about his feelings. A friend who can guide him and can laugh on his silly thoughts. A friend who can console him that everything will be alright. Just chill. She takes breakfast with the family and takes rest. During afternoon, when she sees her father is so worried, she goes to him and promises, Papa, have faith in me. I will not do anything weird that devalues your upbringing. Antonio is my classmate and he gives me challenges to learn new skills of arts. Nothing more than this. I feel secure in his company as he is son of my teacher and humble person too. Not all the guys are ill-mannered. There are many parents like you who are working hard to give them good upbringing, and he is from such family. Moreover, I understand my limitations and will guide him to be in his moral demarcations. Listening to her with such depth of thoughts and watching her self-controlled behavior, Heather puts his hand on her head and blesses her. He hugs her to accept her thoughts and kisses her forehead. Gradually, they all pass their 12th grade with a lot of hard work, preparation management, teamwork, social togetherness, emotional strength, and cooperative learning skills. All these skills are going to help them in corporate world job in future. Antonio has given a good experience of a foreign student and opens the way for them to work at world level assignment in future. He has also helped his classmates to learn Italian language too easily, whereas they help him to learn English and Hindi language. This cultural exchange helped the students to be positive about this cultural exchange and helped them to value the culture of other countries as well. They freed themselves from all stereotypes created in the course of time for this cultural exchange and helped them to know that many a times children are informed about other countries in such a way that they develop a threat to interact at world level. This stereotype is made on the basis of some bad experiences of the people in the past. After meeting Antonio, all the students understand that there are many good people around the world too. This world belongs to the Almighty and He creates goodness and helps His people to maintain it around the world. These 2 years of education help the students to grow in their thoughts and actions. They have learnt that the bad stereotypes hold them back to learn new ways of learning about the life and people around the world. They understood that if they want to learn about life with their new eyes and experiences, they need to break the frames of bad stereotypes created in the course of time, only on the basis of few poor past experiences. After board exams with flying colors, passing the board exams with flying colors, they depart from each other with good memories and conceptions. Shahada goes to Mumbai University for her graduation in fine arts. She wants to become a famous artist who can represent her skills to make paintings for the famous pictorial books that can be kept in international libraries. Whereas Antonio takes admission in Banaras Hindu University to learn fine arts as they offer detailed study of ancient paintings. He has come India basically to learn about Indian culture and paintings, so he chose the same. He wants to work as character designer in animation industry to represent famous stories of the legends of India through cartoons and want to guide next generation of the world through the values they presented in front of the whole world. This station has loaded the children with many new skills that they need to face challenges of their lives and to overcome the difficulties to paint their lives canvas with beautiful experiences. Where children are growing and learning the life, parents are also growing in their experiences that explain them that their lives are very different from each other. And the takeaway from this beautiful lesson is the phases of life presents different and new challenges. Face them with all positivity and always add credits in your social, educational and moral banks to live fearless and more confident life with your own thoughts goggles. These goggles will help you to see the world in such a way that the Almighty has sent you to see it. Try to be His beautiful soul to experience His beautiful world around. Keep cleaning the garbage of your mind and keep weeding your thought for the goodness in your life. And here the chapter number 11th finishes. The time is left. I would like to start as quickly as possible chapter number 12. 12th station is known as Appalachian. The train of love safely brings all of its passengers to this station of life where all its passengers are contented, self-controlled, reliable and hard-working enough to make their lives well-fed and well-lived. This station is named after the Appalachian Mountains of North America that stretched from the eastern to northeastern direction of the continent. It is formed gradually over 480 million years. This formation time tells us that great things happen slowly and naturally, but stay to witness many civilizations. Like it, this Sayyids and Alavis family put continuous and comprehensive efforts to make their family history awesome in the way they wanted it to be. Till this station, this family is known by the name Haider and Varisha and become loved by this name Haisha family. This name is given by Shahada to her new flat that her parents bought for her. She joined the names of her parents and got this name. She made a nameplate with this name and put it there to get the blessings of her parents. She also put the good vibes of her all grandparents by taking their palm print on a sheet, taking its print and sticking it on a harmonica and keeping it in her sling bag. She named it Blessing Harmonica. She used to play it whenever she misses her Nanu, maternal grandfather, who has passed away in last chapter, and feels his blessings around her. She also takes the bigger print of them and put them in a beautiful handmade frame. She hangs it on the door of her new flat, Haisha. It is the 20th year of Shahada when her Dadu, paternal grandfather, passed away due to a chronic lung infection. Losing someone special in her life left her with negative thoughts, but her parents guide her to take it as a natural phenomenon. Every living thing has to go through a life cycle. Nobody has control over it. In such a case, we can accept it and hope that the creator of this earth understands our roles better and he controls life and death. Being a human, we need to take care of the body and soul created by him and try to be thankful for giving us the life to create wonders as per our strength and talents. She listens to her parents and gives herself time to come into her normal routine. After the 40th day ceremony, she understands that she has to connect with him through du'as and fatihas. She has now two loving people in the heavenly abode, so she increases the time of her daily prayer to send them peace for eternity. She has never seen them blessing her, but she could feel their blessings in the tough time of her life. Like many a times, when questions in an exam come out of her study notes, she could get nervous and could get mental strength to write them at her level best. Gradually, she focuses on her studies and improves her way to use her innate talent in tangible creativities like photo frames, modern art, painted curtains, flower vases, clay pieces of jewelries, murals, book covers, laminates, and wallpapers designs for interior companies, etc. She could use her time positively in all these creativities and feel blessed. After 6 months, her maternal grandma faced high blood pressure and called Varisha to guide Shahada with some values which she did not guide to date. She explains the following things based on her real life experiences. She says, I have noticed during my lifetime that the reasons for all disputes of thoughts between elderly people and the current generation are the result of thoughts that we build after getting some experiences in our personal life. As time changes, technology, work culture, inflation, mindset, etc. also change. Many a times, after getting our thoughts matured, it is too difficult to change them and we fix our thoughts based on our personal experiences. It is okay if in future your daughter will choose some of her gentle ideas to lead her life the way she wants. Let her live her life the way she wants until and unless it puts her in trouble. We always saw you as self-controlled person and working for goodwill. So we never tried to forcefully put our thoughts on you. Therefore, guide her in the same gentle and humble ways. Grow her to respect everyone's thought in the family as we grew you, and you are doing a lot of good work in your life. Train her how to save her thoughts and actions from the pressure of others in her life. It is because the training of being a citizen of a democratic country starts at home. Being an educated citizen of our nation, she must learn to respect the thoughts of others while leading her life with her own thoughts. Remember, our control circle is within us. We can listen to all with respect and do what the Almighty guides us to do for our betterment. When it comes to working for people at a large scale, we must find a common way to let everyone's personal interest keep aside and frame some common points to be followed with their thoughts agreement based on harmonious living. This training will help her to keep her home post-marriage a peaceful place to live and make her home a worldly heaven. Parents around the world are working hard to infuse humanism among their new generation. So also train her by your action to be a good mother who can respect everyone's thought in her family. I am happy that you are training her to be financially independent. I have seen that money becomes a bone of contention in many relationships. However, exceptions are always there. There are people who, along with their financial targets, also struggle for the financial targets of their spouse. My concern is that if you are putting a lot of efforts to make her financially independent along with other life skills, she must work for her family and for the nation too. Why a single earning person will have all the financial responsibilities alone in a family if the spouse is capable of earning money? If you see any person putting his or her passion aside to provide basic support to his or her family for our nation and still supporting the new generation to live life passionately, always pay gratitude and show care for such people. They are blessed souls. For example, many parents of our nation and around the world do like this. They give emotional support and strengthen us with their blessings as well. Strong relationships can be made only when they are free from worldly expectations and still connected by eternal souls. Like we witness in our home, care, support, and respect without personal and financial interest, we must teach Shahada to value those people who earn the wealth of humble behavior and actions in their lives as well. Almighty has created the world to adore, admire, and create goodness at our level the best. So keep looking for goodness around us and keep admiring the Almighty for the same. Listening to all these guidance, Varisha tells her, Ammi, nothing will happen to you. You will be alive to bless us for a longer time. She smiles and asks to take a rest. Varisha draws the curtain and let her sleep. At the time of dinner, when she goes to call her, she finds her dead. She holds her hand, puts Faiza's hand on her head, kisses her forehead, and calls Haider, her mother-in-law, and Shahada. This is the third death of their loved ones in a first family, so they felt gloomy. They arrange everything in the way she wants to travel to her heavenly abode. It took the family members more than 40 days to recover from this great loss. After experiencing all these deaths at home, Radia feels lonely, as all her partners left her alone. Varisha and Haider provide her with intense care. Varisha left her job and started her clinic in the commercial complex of the society. She takes her there too for an hour to change her mood and get positive vibes by meeting many people. Slowly her health also got deteriorated as many hormones start decreasing in her body due to her age. Melatonin, which regulates the sleep cycle, decreased and resulted in sleepless nights. Lack of endorphins resulted in her reactive behaviors. Lack of estrogen resulted in weak heart muscles and she started to get minor attacks, and facial wrinkles stopped her to admire her facial beauty. Lack of DHEA hormone resulted into taking more stress and bad bone health. Collectively, all these things changed her personality a lot. Looking at her poor condition, Varisha bought her a video call phone to connect and see many of her relatives sitting far from her. She used to call and share her feelings with them. However, all of them were sailing in the same boat, listening to many tragic events in their family. One day, one of her relatives lost her emotional balance and asked Varisha, Varisha, when will you convert your faith to Shiism? Listening to her thoughts, Varisha understood that it is her age that is troubling her to think in such a manner because she has never responded in this way earlier. So she calmly replied, Auntie, sects play a vital role in a religious person's life. I can understand you have not seen intersect marriages in your life. Such marriages are made by Allah to help that couple learn to pay respect to different religious beliefs. I admire all your beliefs. As you see that I always follow a few rituals of my second family too. But accepting my spouse with his religious belief is humbler than asking him to change his belief system. It is the backbone of every human being's moral life and the way to connect with the Almighty. So I never tried to hit Haider's moral beliefs and hope that you will not do the same with me too. I request you to think about negative thoughts at this age and try to remove all those negativity from your mind, and also never listen to others' family beliefs if you want to bless our house with peace. Listening to her, she took a month to understand that the peace of our loved ones' home is more crucial than her conversion. She stopped talking to Radhya for months. She took her time to understand Varisha and accept that her thoughts are relevant for her house. Later, Varisha kept herself busy taking care of her mother-in-law's health. During her doctor visit, Heather takes the responsibility for medicines and regular health checkups. Radhya is a caring person since her childhood, so she maintains her values during old age also and never troubled Varisha with her actions. She politely used to ask her three children for help and they were always get ready to help her. After a couple of months, she started crying a lot. Varisha, being a doctor, understood that it is happening due to spouse loss and hormonal changes. So she consulted her doctor and got some hormonal supplements to let her feel good. Varisha cooks her favorite food: mutton stew, masala rice, chicken bhuna masala, pulao, mutton curry, bhindi masala, dal tadka, kheer, green flat beans, besani roti, rogani roti, once in a daily meal to let her feel special and loved. Gradually, she maintains a balance of her moods with a few experiences, watching her favorite TV shows, taking care of her health, and feels happy. Like this family gets their relationship bonds strengthened and reach the Appalachian of peace and happiness. Meanwhile, Shahida completes her graduation and gets admission to Florence School of Fine Arts in Tuscany, Italy, in studio art specialization. Her friend Antonio informed her about the recently added online MFA for foreign students, Master of Fine Arts, for foreign students who cannot stay there. And it's 22 minutes. I'll continue the next episode number 17 tomorrow. So I'll take a pause and I'll take a leave from you all. See you all again on Monday on my channel India Rocks 2023 with lots and lots of lovely life skills that make a life of a person very beautiful in such a great manner. Till then, keep blessing, stay blessed. Jai Hind.